So Dogecoin is rebounding from the recent crash, and while there are still concerns about another massive sell-off in the market, I'm going to talk about some important data that no one is talking about, so let's see what exactly is happening. So we are now seeing that the crypto market bounced back in the green during the last 24 hours, with top coins including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin gaining momentum even as the Russia-Ukraine crisis escalated without signs of a ceasefire. The inevitability of the Russian invasion seems to be reduced for now, and it appears that investors are now looking at hedging their investments, and the crypto market seems to offer some fundamentally good pickings. And now, since the market has recovered, traders betting against a rise in cryptos suffered losses of up to $143 million in the past 12 hours. The rebound caused over $184 million worth of losses due to liquidations on crypto-tracked futures in the past 12 hours, and data is showing us that some 73% of traders were short the market or betting against a rise. So what it means is that the crypto market has recovered against everyone's expectations, and all these shorts who contributed to the sell-off have faced heavy losses, which is a good thing for the market. Meanwhile, sentiment is saying here that the crypto prices absolutely burst open in the last few hours, with most assets exceeding prices prior to the sudden downswing that occurred the other day. However, the firm is also saying that holders should expect continued volatility, as investors may react to ongoing updates regarding the global issue. And there are chances of another sell-off since we may see some investors panicking over some latest updates, and this is exactly what I'm going to talk about now. So the thing is that no matter what situation develops in the coming days, analysts and market players are recommending holders not to buy the FUD and start panicking. For example, Roland Chai, the CEO of blockchain network EOTX, is now urging crypto investors to hold on to their crypto. He is saying that while it's not impossible for Bitcoin to fall below $10K and Ethereum to fall below $800, the market could easily reach new all-time highs by the end of the year. Chai also said that he would certainly not encourage investors to sell their crypto now in the hopes of buying back at a cheaper price, as the reality is no one knows when we will reach the bottom and when the market will rally again. So what exactly he means is that crypto holders should not get involved in panic selling, as the cryptos are going to move to the upside in the long term. And to make it more evident and clearer, we can see this earlier survey, which is clearly showing us that panic selling is crypto investors' biggest mistake. As per the survey results, about 38% of the surveyed investors showed panic selling as one of the biggest mistakes followed. So this is clearly showing us that holders should avoid panic selling. The point is that cryptos can crash due to certain reasons, like the recent Russian-Ukrainian conflict, but the thing is that things get better at some point. So instead of a short-term outlook, holders should look for a long-term outlook, and the long-term outlook is that cryptos are bound to grow in terms of prices over the years. In any case, I'd like to remind you that this isn't financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. So I'd suggest that you do proper research before investing anything into crypto. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's price. So Dogecoin has recovered slightly after the recent market-wide bloodbath that reduced the overall crypto market cap by a whopping $300 billion. So it is good to see that Doge has been trading back in the green. More interestingly, it has managed to do so in a short span of time. However, I think we should expect more volatility in the coming days, since the Russian-Ukrainian issue may escalate further. Moreover, from a technical perspective, the price chart of Doge is still very bearish, with occasional lower highs, and the key thing to note here is that Doge is still moving below its crucial moving averages. Moreover, the MACD level is also bearish, and the daily RSI value is also in the oversold zone around 34. Another important thing is that the 16 cents range is acting as a strong resistance level, and seeing current technical indicators, it appears that Doge will face a tough time to break through this resistance in the short term. But I'm still not bearish on Doge, since I believe that the long-term outlook is very bullish for Doge, and I believe that it is going to trade on the upside in the second quarter of this year. And now, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So Bitcoin is looking pretty good right now, since it has managed to move back to the 38K to 40K price range during the last 24 hours, and this is a positive move since it is now looking to reclaim support above the 40K range. While Bitcoin's technical indicators are still sitting in the negative zone, it can still manage to reclaim this support region in the coming days. This is because crypto analyst Lark Davis has just indicated that after initiating this recovery movement, the price of Bitcoin almost got above its 21-day exponential moving average. So he is saying that if Bitcoin manages to get above the 21-day exponential moving average over the weekend, we can expect bullish signals ramping up for it. And if it happens, then it is highly likely that such a bullish move would help the price of Bitcoin sustain above the 40K mark and reclaim this important support region. Meanwhile, data from Glassnode is showing us that the number of Bitcoin addresses holding 0.1 and more Bitcoins has just reached a new all-time high. So this is a massive achievement for Bitcoin, especially under the current market environment where there is still a lot of uncertainty, and it is clearly showing us that Bitcoin's adoption is increasing and more investors are coming to it. But this is not it. Another bullish thing for Bitcoin is that the number of addresses holding at least 0.01 Bitcoin recently hit an all-time high at just under 9.5 million addresses. So this on-chain data is just providing us with more and more confirmation that even when there is a lot of volatility and uncertainty in the market, the number of Bitcoin holders is increasing along with its adoption. And now, we are seeing that after some selling recently, the sell-side volume of Bitcoin has started to decline from here. In fact, we can see here on this chart that a strong buy-side volume bar has started to appear here. So this means that Bitcoin has now entered an accumulation zone and investors are buying it. And we can see here that Econometrics is also confirming that there is now a buying spree going on for Bitcoin, and it is saying that everyone is buying this Bitcoin dip, and it is probably a smart move if you have a long-term investment horizon. And we can see here on this chart that Bitcoin holders holding Bitcoin from the 1 to 1K range are currently involved in this Bitcoin accumulation. So the point is that this is not only helping in the price improvement for Bitcoin, we are also seeing that the panic environment in the market is now fading away. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Michael van de Poppe is also confirming this fact as he is saying that the panic environment for cryptos has subsided for a few days, if not weeks. He has emphasized that financial markets have been reacting as though gold is about to correct and that risk on assets such as equities and Bitcoin will continue to rise from here. Additionally, he has predicted that altcoins might see runs of 20 to 45% in the near future. And talking about altcoins, let's see what is happening with the leading altcoin Ethereum. So after staying on the downside and crashing dramatically the other day, things are now looking good for Ethereum as its price has made a strong comeback bucking the previous session's declines. Meanwhile, the daily relative strength index of ETH is currently sitting at 44 with a probable bullish crossover, and the MACD is now holding below the midline with a neutral bias. So seeing these positive moves from Ethereum, it is now expected that its price is going to rebound from here, and we may even see some massive gains of 20 to 30%. And now, let's see some important updates that are very positive for the entire crypto market. So we are now seeing that the crypto trading platform secured a whopping $2.2 billion gain in 2021's Q2 from transactions alone. Moreover, the company's total transaction revenue for 2021 was a whopping $6.8 billion. So this means that Coinbase witnessed a massive growth of crypto trading and transactions in 2021. So it indicates that interest in cryptos is growing dramatically, and this is precisely why I believe that this rising crypto adoption is going to help the crypto market grow over the years. Another positive news is that the U.S. Secret Service has launched a crypto awareness hub, and the new platform will feature the latest in the agency's work combating illicit use of cryptos. It will also provide public awareness information on digital asset security and how to ensure it remains secure. More importantly, the Secret Service has stated that investments and transactions using cryptos and digital assets are not inherently criminal, but involve some illegal activities. So this is positive news since the agency will now work to limit crypto scams, and this will allow those investors to come to the crypto market who have been afraid of all these scams. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we are seeing that it is gathering some positive momentum, and since we have just seen that things are getting better for the overall crypto market, I think that Doge is going to sustain its support level. And I'm expecting Doge to make massive gains in the long term, potentially in the second quarter. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? When do you think Dogecoin is going to move up from here? Let me know in the comments section below.